My rich parents spoiled me, then disappeared. Growing up, my mom was a travel nurse, and I was lucky enough to live a life not every kid got. Vacations, toys, clothes, whatever I wanted. I know it sounds like bragging, and when I was younger, I was probably a spoiled brat. But when I turned 18, I went to college about 45 minutes away from my hometown with my best friend from high school. I was majoring in psychology, planning to get my doctorate. My parents offered to pay for it, so I didn't take out loans for the first year. But sophomore year, things took a turn. My roommate and I moved off campus into a house. We thought we could afford it because she had loans for housing, and I thought my parents would keep paying for my school. One day, mid-fall, my dad called out of the blue and said they decided to stop paying for my school. They wanted to use the money to travel. Without my mom working, they also said they were taking back the car they gave me to use for their trips and rehoming my dog unless I could take him. I was in student housing with no pets allowed. I asked what they expected me to do, and my dad said I was an adult now, and it was time to figure it out. He said they'd spent 19 years caring for me, and it was their turn to care for themselves. I could understand if they hadn't catered to me my whole life, teaching me no life skills when I went to college. I didn't even know how to use a dishwasher. I know that's embarrassing. They gave me the mindset that my parents would always be there. My roommate and I had a major falling out because I couldn't pay rent or bills, despite working in a restaurant as much as I could with a full-time class schedule. I fell into deep depression, failed most of my classes that semester, didn't even show up to a final or two because I knew I couldn't afford to return to school. That ended with a suicide attempt and a hospital stay. I looked for resources to get student loans but couldn't get a cosigner from anyone to save my life. I don't blame them though. I was 19 and unreliable. I'm 25 now, and it's taken 6 years to fully recover from the situation they put me in. I understand I was an adult, but it was hard to go from having it all to having nothing within days. If you guys enjoyed this story, then please consider leaving a like, subscribing, or leaving a comment to tell me what I could do better.